Right. I think we better move on to a film, Randy. I think we need
Good.
to to focus down a little bit. I mean, I could talk to you forever or listen to you forever. You've got such great stories. Um, so, the second 100 years,
Yes.
we'll have a look at that. You know, I think of it, and I think you think of it also as the first film of the boys as an official team, as per
Well, people are rolling their eyes now. He's got another story.
the.
Yes, indeed, I do. And here's the reason why. When I was a young lad, buying lots of stills, I would have to go to shops on Hollywood Boulevard. We didn't have the internet then to get scans of everything under the sun. We had to go buy physical prints of things. Back in those days, you could get original Laurel and Hardy stills for about $4, and they were plentiful. I used to go to the Larry Edmunds bookshop, which is still there on Hollywood Boulevard, and everybody should support it. And I'd say, "What do you have on Laurel and Hardy?" And he'd bring out 3 big Kodak photo paper boxes full of stills, and the vast majority of them were originals.
Wow.
From the 30s and 40s, and you could have them for $3 or $4 a piece. Mostly scene stills, but I was always looking for the behind-the-scenes stills.
Yeah.
As soon as I realized that such things existed, I said, well, I know what happens in the movies. I want to know what happens on the other side of the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I always emphasized. Anyway, one day, not at Larry Edmunds, I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard in search of other stills, and there was another little movie memorabilia shop called Artisan's Patio. And in the window, I saw this. It's a press sheet for the second 100 years. And of course, my eye caught that, and it particularly caught new starring team uncorks riotous performance in first picture as comedy duo. And I said, that's history. Yikes. I have to have that.
Absolutely.
And happily, the person in the shop was only charging $35 for it. And even more astonishingly, I had $35 at the time. So I was able to buy it. I still have it here. It's lovely. We reproduced it, at least the first page in the book. The back page has all the lobby cards. And what else is in it?
Is that the original one there, Randy?
Yes, this is it from 1927.
Good grief.
Here it is. So 93, yeah.
That is
93
pristine.
years old.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to keep it that way, so
Yeah.
I only hauled it out on rare occasions. But anyway, yeah, I was just sitting in the shop window, and my guardian angels said, Randy, over there. I cannot tell you how many times spooky things have happened where research things that turned out to be of key importance dropped into my lap that I would never have found.
Yeah.
Somebody up there knows that I'm working on this and goes, oh yeah, he should have that. Let's make sure he sees that. So thanks, folks, everybody up there, all my dear departed friends. I'm trying to do my best to keep you all alive. So,
Absolutely.
do what we can. So anyway, yeah, it's a wonderful film. It really, there's Duck Soup, and then other films where, like Sailors Beware, where they're both in it and they both have a nice scene or two, but they're not Stan and Ollie. Then there's Do Detectives Think, and you would think at that point they'd go, now they've got it. But then they do Flying Elephants and Sugar Daddies,
Yeah.
But right after Sugar